All right, thank you so much. Okay. Oh, go ahead and sing it for a few minutes. Go ahead and keep it running.
Okay.
You can keep it running for a few minutes. Okay, thank you so much. I think most of our graduates are in. I want to welcome everybody to the Kenya Students and Studies in Diaspora.
Sorry.
It's okay. All right, good evening. I want to welcome everybody to this wonderful evening where we get the opportunity to celebrate our students. On behalf of the Kenya students in diaspora, I want to welcome all of you. I want to congratulate all our students on their graduation. We are happy for this great milestone, and we are aware of the fact that they were not able to have a celebration or commencement ceremony because of what is going on. So we figure that as a Kenyan community, we can come together to celebrate them. So wishing you a great success with your dreams, and just wanted to let you know that we're here for you, we love you, we celebrate you, and we appreciate you. I now want to invite Pastor Sami Ngetich to open for us with a word of prayer.
Let us pray. Eternal Savior and our Father, we look back at the very beginning of when we started this journey. For some, it has been 4 years. For some, it has been 2 years, or maybe 3 years, or whatever period it has taken us. The steps sometimes were tempting and discouraging. But now, Lord, even as we look at this period when we've come, even through challenging times of COVID-19, it has pleased you even through technology for us to be able to gather together, to be able to celebrate the accomplishment of what you have done. We thank you for the hand that has guided our footsteps. And we look forward with hope, even at the doors that you're going to open for us. And so this evening as we gather with our graduates, we pray that, Father in heaven, they may leave and go with your strength, that you may be able to guide their footsteps to wherever we are. And so tonight we have nothing to fear of the future, except we forget how you have led us in the past. Put your word in the lips of those who will speak today to encourage and to strengthen not only those that have graduated, but those that are following in their footsteps, that everything may be done according to your will. May we give you glory and honor because you've been faithful thus far, and you will continue to be faithful in their lives. We join with their families and those that are here represented this evening. As in jubilation, we thank you and thank them for what you have done through them. Continue to be glorified in their lives because we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, Pastor Ngetich. I want to thank everybody who's here. And now welcome our ambassador who is here with us. We really want to thank you for taking time. We welcome Ambassador Gasheru, who is the Deputy Chief of Missions, Kenyan Embassy in Washington, D.C. You're welcome, Your Excellency. Please mute so we can listen to His Excellency address our students. Yes.
Greetings, everybody.
Greetings.
I want to congratulate the graduates of this class. I'm with you. I feel how you're feeling. I'm a product. I have 2 graduates from my family, and I know what it is to not go through the proper way of graduation. I just want to congratulate you, and we are proud of you. You make us proud. And when Dr. Teach asked me to do a presentation, I could not say no. I'm very proud of you. The government is very proud of you. From the Embassy of Kenya, we just want a sincere gratitude and gratitude of thanks to you. We want to let you know that from the embassy side, we are still closed. We are still following the local rules because of this COVID-19. We are functioning on very limited basis, only on essential services. Of course, no traveling is allowed, so a lot of services are going down, but we're still receiving passports and IDs, and we're still sending them out as they come. Just to let you know, that's where we are with Washington. We follow the Washington, D.C. rules, and we hope by within 6 days, we'll know where we're going to be, whether Washington will continue or not. I want to acknowledge the fact that it's a difficult season for all of us. You know, having a commencement without your family and having a commencement without anybody visiting with you and traveling with you. This is a season where we have a lot of visitors from Nairobi or from Kenya to all graduations. Again, I want to encourage you that all is not in vain. Nature has a way of telling us to pause and take a time out in these times. It gives us a time to reflect as a global citizens on how to work together. Maybe this is a time to sit back and reflect. This is a time when you remember, a time when the whole world has to come together in a fight against one enemy, which is COVID-19. As most of you are aware, COVID-19 is a zoonotic disease. This is that of a disease we had in the last 10, 15 years. In 2005, we had the SARS virus, which is a strain of coronavirus. And in 2012, we had the Ebola in West Africa. And now, 2019, we have this Corona 19 from China. These are all zoonotic diseases. And it's a lesson for you graduates who are coming out now, that as the world population increases, we are also invading the host where these viruses live normally. These viruses are zoonotic, they live in mammals, who are wild mammals. And as humans invade forests and humans changes their diet, and they start invading these hosts, these viruses have to survive in other hosts first. And it is a transformation of from one host to another that coronavirus and other viruses which you meet us in the future will come about. So when you graduate now, it is very important time to be a global citizen, to be cognizant of the environment, to be cognizant that as population of the world increases, all of us has a global social responsibility to take care of one another and to tell us that the human race, we are at a crossroad at this time. Our existential existence is challenged, and it's a time for us to come together and work together. And it is your generation that will make the difference. It is your generation that will bring the technology into the future. It is your generation that will be conscientious global citizens, to be able to teach us and teach the people who are going to come later on how to be global citizens. So this is a time of deep reflections. It's a time that our country is doing the best it can. Most of you are aware that our testing right now has been scaled up. Of course, it's good to be aware that some of these testings were very difficult to do in the early beginning because the demands of global tests equipment and PPE equipment in the global north, that's the United States and Europe, the demand for these tests and equipment were very much high. So it's very difficult to get some of these testing done in global south. We are getting them now, and our government has worked very hard in the background to make sure these tests are available. So we are pushing our tests right now, we are scaling our tests right now, but that is how we manage this or how we come out of it. It's a function of how we follow those rules of WHO rules of social distancing, wearing our mask, washing our hands, and observing all those procedures that we are supposed to require. Because the more we observe them, the less infection rate we're going to have for our country. So when you communicate home, again, in the spirit of global citizens, in the good conscience, advise our people to be very serious about this. Is a very serious disease. We don't have the capacity and the resources of most other countries. We might not have all the resources to do what we can, but our government is doing very much as it can. We are also getting a lot of assistance from outside. We are getting a lot of global support because of what we are doing. We are dedicating about 5% of our GDP to this effect, and we're working on that. And I think you can see an example of some counties in the country are doing very well. We are actually at a point where we are manufacturing our own protective equipment. This, again, to the graduating students, the global supply chain in the world has to be realigned. It was interrupted by this pandemic. The just-in-time inventory management system does not work anymore. So this is an opportunity for us to leverage on the realignment that's going to come out, because the global north dependence on the east for all their global supply chain will mean they have to diversify in the future. And this is an opportunity for you graduates to identify that and learn and read about that and go and support that in our own countries. I want to encourage you to register with our embassy and utilize the resources that are available there at the embassy. I want you to register yourself with the Kenyan organizations and register with organizations like the Rotich organization, which are encouraging social engagement. You are way aware that sometimes this country, sometimes socially we are not doing very well. Sometimes our social piece of our living in this country sometimes is a challenge. So enroll with this kind of organization. Join people of like-minded, people engage in community in a respectful, in a social responsible way. Even when you graduate, always find an escape. Find something to do that is good for the world. As I conclude, I just want to emphasize again the importance of global citizenship and how the world must come together to fight one enemy, and how you as graduates coming out now, you are the future. The technology and all the skills that are out there that can help us manage some of the future pandemics is a function of how you guys will function there out there as good global citizens. I want to again thank Dr. Rotich. I want to thank you. I want to let you know that I'm within reach of our embassy as you graduate, And anything we can do within our capacity in the embassy, we'll be there for you. I want to say thank you very much. And again, congratulations to the students and welcome. And for those who are just doing the first degree, I'll tell them don't stop there. There's more to go. We want to be as many doctoral teachers as possible out there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. We really appreciate you taking time to be with us. This means a lot to the Kenyan community as well as to our students. Now we're going to turn over to all the graduating students. If you're not graduating, please turn off your camera. So all the graduating students, we are giving you 5 minutes. Just introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where you graduated from, what are your future. So tell us your name, the degree that you earned at the university, where you earned it from, what are your future plans, and share something, a memorable experience that you had in college. So it's your turn. We'll turn off my camera too.
Okay.
All right, graduates, who wants to go? I can see, okay. Let's start with Messiah. Yes, you're muted. Okay. Yes. Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Rotich. Hi, everyone. My name is Peggy Sayo, and I just graduated from Ohio University with a master's degree in international development studies. I came to the US in 2017 as a Fulbright scholar. I was at Bennett College in North Carolina, Greensboro. That is where I was for my Fulbright. And then once I was done in 2018, I applied for a master's program at Ohio University. And luckily enough, I got a chance to get admitted to the program. I came in 2018, 2019, I just graduated in May, that is 1st of May, virtually. And I'm so happy for the support that I got from my Kenyan community, especially here in Athens. Athens is a very small, it's a college town. It's a small college town. And I'm grateful for the Kenyan community here because we are one, we are so much united. And when I was coming, one of my most memorable, there are very many experiences. Like my friends who are Kenyan, they came pick me up from the airport. They made sure that I had housing. They made sure that I had my house was not fully equipped. So they made sure that I had a bed, a mattress, and everything. And also they just helped me navigate my way through campus and also, with the studies, with the courses and everything. I never felt like left out, like we were so much embraced. And it's because of the Kenyan community here at Ohio University that my life was so smooth. And I was awarded, I scored a GPA of 3.8 and above. So I was awarded, recently there was a certificate that came into my mail. I was so happy. And so I'm just thankful and grateful. So what is next for me? I just finished, so I applied for OPT. I just picked it today from the ISFS at school, and I wanted to take a 1-year break. Now that I'm into development, I wanted to go and work for 1 year and then finally enroll for PhD. So in the meantime, currently, I'm looking for jobs and I'm just praying that all goes well. So keep me in your prayers. And if you hear of anything, kindly let me know. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much and congratulations. We're so proud of you and we're here to support you.
Thank you so much.
That's from Ohio. Sis tunakuanga hivyo Pegisayo. We welcome visitors.
Oh! Thank you. You are the best. You are the best.
Good, good.
Okay.
I can't believe you had been at college and we never met.
Yeah, that is for sure. I have a, and I was like, oh, we never met, but you're gonna meet one day, God willing.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay. Okay. Who's next? Kamuyu, are you a graduate? Yes,
yeah.
Yes. You have 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Tell us about yourself, where you graduated from, the degree, your future plans, and anything else. We're here to just, yes.
Okay. I graduated today actually with my master's in public health as well as my undergraduate majoring in public health and neuroscience from Stony Brook University in New York. Current plans, I currently work in the pharmaceutical industry and quality control for manufacturing and for drug discovery. So I plan on continuing that for a while. And eventually I would like to get into either the World Health Organization or working on some capacity with Doctors Without Borders and in doing like public health work for the developing world.
Dr. Cherono, that is my son, Tony.
That is what I suspected. I was like, okay, it's Tony Brook. I'm very familiar. Good. So congratulations, Tony.
Thank you.
Good. So what are your plans? I missed that.
I'd like to work in some capacity with like on the larger scale of public health in the developing world, but whether it be creating low-cost alternatives to commonly existing medical equipment that can be deployed locally, or that can be packed up and moved from location to location relatively quickly with minimal cost, as well as helping to establish public health infrastructure in developing countries.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Congratulations, Tony.
Thank you.
Yes. Brianna? Brianna,
Hello.
hello.
Yes. Hi, I'm here.
Go ahead. It's your turn.
Okay. 1 second. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, sorry. I was
That's okay.
out and about. Pretty much. I've recently graduated this May from Prairie View A&M University, where I graduated magna cum laude with my BBA, Bachelor's of Business Administration in Finance. So that happened very recently. My official graduation day was May 9th. Before I all throughout undergrad, I was pretty set on going to graduate school right after undergrad. And so that's what I was applying for all throughout my senior year. And luckily I was, blessed enough to be accepted into a Master's of Science in Technology Management program for this fall of 2020. It's eventually I've had the opportunity to work a lot in the technology industry with a venture capital fellowship, an internship at a big tech firm, and things of that nature. And as of right now, that's kind of what I'm interested in pursuing. And so I believe that having, a foundational understanding of technological innovation and the management of such would make me a more competitive candidate. But at this time, it's a bit of while I've gotten accepted into my program, my graduate school university is located in New York City. So obviously there's questions about what the fall will look like and what are some alternative options. So that's kind of just what me and my family are doing right now, is investigating that and what that might look like. I'm also applying to positions and jobs if I potentially need to take like a gap year, but obviously we know in this climate it's a bit difficult. So I'm hopeful. I'm moving as though I'm going to New York in the fall, but I'm also open to other opportunities, and I'm trying to get as many options as possible.
Brianna, you didn't tell us the name of the school that you've been accepted.
I was accepted into Columbia University.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations. Congratulations. I've known Brianna ever since when she was a young girl, and now there she is. She's growing and she's doing a lot of great things for the community. So we're very proud of you, Brianna.
Thank you so much.
Yes. I was hoping you'd come to Duke, but I guess it didn't work.
Yeah. I had actually just visited Dr. Turner a couple months ago looking at Duke University for a master's program, but unfortunately that program, it was a little bit too general. It was more so just general business management, and after just doing like my research and consideration, I was really set on, I really wanted to get a more technical insight, and they just didn't have that kind of program available at the time. So maybe MBA, maybe that's what we'll look at.
Sounds good. Congratulations again, and we're here to support you. And any other students? I do not see. Do you have any other students? Okay. Any other students who graduated that I missed? Okay. I know several. There's one student who actually could not make it. He earned his PhD at my university in biomedical engineering. But Dr. Joe Wadero, he was not able to make it, but he said if he finishes early, he may be able to join us later. Okay, now I'm gonna hand over. If we have no more graduate students, I'm gonna welcome, I'm gonna invite Dr. Theuri. You can open your video now. We can all see each other. I'm gonna invite Dr. Theuri to share a message of, Professor Theuri to share a message of encouragement to the students. When we started this program for the Kenya students in diaspora, it's a mentoring support. Actually, we have a full group of 253 students. We have an overflow in Telegram. So we have faculty who are mentoring. We have students in Kenya and those who are here. So we do a lot of more than just doing this is mentoring. And the reason I invited Dr. Theuri to speak on our behalf is he met one of the students on this forum. He has not even met, I don't know if she's here today, but she's all the way in Kenya, and they started that conversations. And he was able to secure a full scholarship for a student to come to North Carolina A&T to study a master's. Is she here? Are you here?
I think she is.
Hey, hello. Yes. Can you
show your video?
Can you show your video? I know she's all the way from Kenya, so that is can you share your story just before, it's a surprise for Theuri. He didn't even know I was going to share that. Can you share your video and just share how you connected with Theuri and how you got your scholarship? Hello?
Was she there?
She's there, right? Okay. And I thought she was there. She's all the way from where? Kericho? Probably. Go ahead, Dr. Theuri, and then when she's ready, we can go ahead. But I just wanted to share some of the good things that we do in this program is just mentoring, and I'm gonna ask Dr. Theuri to speak on behalf of all the mentors.
Well, thank you, Dr. Gerono. To the graduating class, I have heard wonderful things. And so I want to say to the graduating class of 2020, as the theme appropriately was titled, inside of me is a key. Inside each of the professors and the mentors in this forum is a key. This key unlocks obstacles that get in its way. I join and represent the other educators here this evening to ignite your key that is inside of you. You may not know it, but your key has been lodged into your inner core by the program of study that you have just completed. As you struggle to get to this point, your key was being formed, and we as faculty mentors want you to know that your key is ready. We, the mentors, are gathered here to celebrate your tenacity, your inner strength, your mental fortitude, your no-nonsense bravery, and your sweet success. And so, on behalf of educators everywhere, I say congratulations. You have earned the key that will open anything in your future that threatens to limit human potential. Use it to open that door that will assist others behind you to walk right through it. Open that door that makes your community better. Open that door that challenges the young mind that has no hope. Challenge that student who thinks education ends at high school. Challenge the mind that thinks a degree is only for the rich or only for the super intelligent minds. Challenge the employer who thinks you're there to maintain status quo. Open that employee's mind that thinks that they are employed only to enrich themselves rather than to empower others. Make a difference with your key. I am thankful to Dr. Rotich for continually using her key. It is her visionary mind that has enabled this wonderful connection between mentors and mentees across the globe. Do not let the key rust and break away. I am reminded of the story of the flea. The fleas can jump upwards of 1 foot into the air. When the fleas were put in a jar, they kept on jumping, and each time they did, they hit the cover. They kept doing that until they stopped jumping. They had conditioned their minds that they were doomed to confinement. When the jar was opened, they did not bother to jump. They sat there until they died. If you want to stay relevant, graduates, keep jumping until there is a breakthrough. Keep opening the doors. Be the change you have always wanted to see. The time is yours, and no one should take it away from you. So tonight, we proudly ignite your key that is inside of you. Go forth and never look back. You have a beautiful journey ahead of you. Make the world the beautiful place that you have always wanted it to be. Class of 2020, we honor you today. Congratulations, and may God bless your new journey. Thank you.
Wow, standing ovation for that speech. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much. Professor Theuri is one of our mentors. He's a professor of accounting and finance. He has mentored a lot of students. I know Ms. Kimani is here, who's finishing her master's. And she finished. Caroline, you recently graduated. Can you tell us about yourself? You graduated not too long ago.
And Mercy is here.
Okay, we'll listen to Mercy first because she's all the way from Kenya. And then Caroline, I'll come to you. Yes, Mercy. Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, hey.
Okay, my name is Mercy. Hi. Okay, I'm Mercy. I graduated last year from Kenyatta University, and I was actively looking for a school in the US to pursue my master's. So last year when I was added to the group, then I posted a question that I was looking for a school in any field in business. I didn't know the school specifically at that time because all I knew was I wanted to come to the USA. So Dr. T replied to my message, and it's been an amazing yeah.
So what program were you accepted into Mercy, and where are you calling from right now?
I'm calling from Kenya. I'm in Nairobi, and I was accepted to a master in accountancy.
Congratulations. Congratulations. We look forward to having you. I told you you're coming to Greensboro. You have a bed in my house. So you have a home right here. You have a bedroom right here. That's something. One of, I'm just gonna go, I know it's late. What time is it in Kenya?
It's 3:42.
Oh my goodness, wow, that's sacrifice, yes. So we'll stay in touch. Congratulations and thank you, Dr. T. That's the new name now. Caroline Kimani has also been mentored by Dr. T, and she just recently graduated, so I'm gonna let her shine right here. That's Caroline.
Hi, my name is Caroline Kimani, and as Dr. T, he was my mentor when things were so rough. Accounting is not easy. So I just finished my master's in accounting last year, around October. I did it online. Work for the state as an internal auditor. So I just found passion in accounting and figuring numbers. So I'm looking forward to becoming like Dr. T.
Thank you, thank you.
And congratulations to everybody.
And congratulations to you, to Ms. Kimani. Ms. Kimani does a lot of community work in North Carolina. She's an amazing, if you want to be connected, and if you want to ship your stuff, she also has a shipping company. If you want to take your things to Kenya, just send them to Caroline. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I want to open the floor for parents and then faculty. Any parents in the forum? I know, Marianne, you're there.
I am.
Go ahead and say something, Marianne. Parents, yeah.
Well, I'm just such a proud parent today. And, you know, having a child in this country when they are little and you see them going through the steps to where they get to graduate especially, I was a single parent to my son for 14 years. So guiding him and getting the right mentors and surrounding him with the right people was really key for me, because I did not want him to get lost within, the communities around us, because it's easy, and you all have seen it, where some of our children just, disappear and you don't know what to do or how to get them back. So I was very, very blessed to have a good church community, to have the local community here in Raleigh that I worked together. I call it co-parenting. People who had children about my son's age, we got together. If their children are going somewhere, they all went together. One parent was in charge. So that co-parenting really made a village for me and my son, and helped me to guide him to the right schools, to get him the right mentors, to drive him to the point where he asked me for more, and I was able to get him that more through the mentors. So to have him go, actually also when he finished high school, he went to STEM Early College High School here at NC State. So he was able to do college classes. And while he was there, he went to do, he was able to go to NC State and do some research. And so he did research when he was in high school. So going to college that had research for undergraduate was one of the key for him. And so when he told me he wanted to go out of state, I couldn't push him to stay in state. It was hard for him. It was challenging for him to be away, but he needed that opportunity to go out of state to achieve his dream of being able to do undergraduate research and get to where he is now. And I'm just thrilled and really, really proud that he's done what he has. He has graduated in those 4 years, and he didn't tell you everything. And Tony, I'm gonna say, spill your beans a little bit, but because I'm just such a proud mother. In those 4 years of undergraduate, he went in first to do biomedical engineering, and then realized, it was a little challenging for him it wasn't leading him to what he was going to do. So he changed and started doing neuroscience and something else. He changed several times before he got to his junior year, finally settling for neuroscience and public health and a minor in so he has a major in public health, a major in neuroscience, a minor in cinematography, and a minor in linguistics. And then in between there, he started his master's. And so now he has a master's in public health. So he finished with all of that in 4 years and a lot more. So I'm just one parent who is so proud. And as the other parents on here and those that you might know, there is a slow but easy and very easy connection you can have with your child, and guide them in the right direction. Not push them, but guide them. Because the push is what really makes a child break. And I know I got to a point where I was pushing him and I saw him start to break, and I had to back out and get him his mentors. And so that surrounding the children with the right mentors right from the very beginning as they're growing, and keeping that momentum every time, direct them to the right side. If you see them, they're into the sciences, direct them to people and opportunities for that field. If they're in the arts, direct them in that field. See how they can bring everything together to make them rounded. If they want to play sports, make sure they're playing sports and really getting into the academics. Tony was doing music, so he's a very good pianist and he's very good with violin. Because first of all, I couldn't afford, as a single parent, I couldn't afford running him all over the place with the sports. So we chose one of the things he loved, which was music. So he plays piano, he plays violin, he was involved in church choir and all of that. But I'm just sitting here and seeing all of you and just hearing everything. I just want to say that I'm such a proud parent, and I'm so thankful to my son for honoring me. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you so much, Marianne. We are so proud of you and your son. I know you're very involved in your children, and also you're very involved in the community. For those who do not know, Marianne is one of the founders of the Kenya North America Diaspora Circle. She's very involved in the community, so she's always paying forward, and that's what we're doing in the academy. Is we want to be a blessing, we want to pay forward, we want to help, and we want to mentor your children. So thank you so much for what you're doing and for what you're doing and being a role model to your son. Any other parents? Before I open the floor for our mentors. We have so many mentors in this forum. We have mentors from the academy. We have mentors from corporate. I see representatives from, I see somebody from IBM. I see Dr. Muchai from, Muchai, where you represent what? Cummins in the industry. So I'll go ahead and open the floor for words of encouragement. We also have several graduate students. Dr. Saming-Etich, I mean, it's already a doctor. Mr. Saming-Etich, Pastor Saming-Etich is a PhD candidate. So we have several students here, and I'm just gonna give faculty and mentors just say one or two, just encourage the students, those who are graduated and those who are on the pipeline to graduate. Welcome. Okay, I'll just start from the top where I can see. Dr. Muchai, I can see you on top. Do you want to say anything?
Sure.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Professor Gerono, thank you very much for making this possible. It's such an honor to celebrate these milestones for students. We all remember the journey. It wasn't easy, it wasn't tough, but we made it, and they made it too. So, in the interest of time, I want to tell a story, the graduates specifically. When I graduated in Kenya from then JK CAT, the Jomo Kenyatta College of Agriculture and Technology, way back then, I had my first job with an agricultural farm. And I rose up pretty quick, and I did get a promotion to go to work in Nyeri. And I was promoted to a manager for a plant, and I worked there for 6 months, and my manager started giving me assignments that I didn't like. I felt that they were below me. And one morning, I had called him and I said, hey, this deserves, I need to get more money for this. I need an overtime pay. An overtime pay meant a lot for somebody like me who was young and from school. My manager was an African American who was a Kenyan citizen and very affluent and with a lot of money. Established his company very well. So when I complained to him, it was on an evening, and I went home. The next day, I used to report to work around 7 a.m. And I came to work around 7 a.m. and lo and behold, I found his Mercedes-Benz parked at the parking lot. And I started shaking. And I thought, now I'm losing my job. I found him, he called me to the office. We got into the office and he told me, go ahead and sit on the other side. And here I am talking to my manager, managing director. And I said, no, sir, you go sit on the other side of the desk. I'll sit on the other side as a visitor. And he told me, no, you are the manager. Go sit on the other side. So I did. And he sat down as though he was a visitor. And here I am shaking again. And he told me, young man, let me tell you a story. It is a bee and a wasp. You all remember the bee stings, and the bee makes what? The bee makes honey. And he told me the bee and the wasp were friends. And the bee was making its honey, and the wasp was trying to make honey, and it wasn't working. So he went to the friend, the bee, and the bee told him, hey, you be patient. Come over, I'll show you how to make honey. And the wasp came over. Lo and behold, when they started making honey and they finished the comb, the wasp thought, well, now I know how to make honey, so fare thee well. He went his way. The bee tried to tell him, hey, you need more time to learn how to make honey. The wasp would not listen. And he asked me, in life, you choose whether you want to be the bee or the wasp. So to the students in this forum today, I challenge you. I've never forgotten that story, and I have quite a number of years behind me. I finished all my degrees in this country. But one thing I've never forgotten, to seek out for a bee. I do not know how to make honey yet. You do not know how to make honey yet. You started by making the comb. Please seek out some bees in your life and learn how to make honey. Don't give up because your first job is not coming soon. Because you graduated in the times of COVID-19, you think that's the end. It's not the end, it's the beginning. There is a reason for everything. So I pray that as you start applying for jobs, and I'm sure some of you have applied for various jobs. I am a recruiter. I recruit for engineering, for engineers. I come to A&T and I go to Virginia Tech to recruit engineers. And I was very heartbroken this summer when we turned down all our summer interns. And I had to be the one to break the bad news to them that we will no longer be able to offer them summer intern. So if I put myself in your shoes, I encourage you, don't give up because the first application didn't go through. Don't give up because number 10 didn't go through. The one thing that you cannot stop doing is applying for jobs or applying for the next opportunity or applying for the next college or looking for the next bee in your life. If you ask any one of these leaders in this group, they have bees in their lives that they look up to. So congratulations, class of 2020. COVID-19 class, you'll never forget that. All the best. God bless you. May you go out there and seek out bees and learn to make honey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Michai. So any engineers, Dr. Michai is in the forum as a mentor for the engineering, those who are interested in engineering. We have one graduate who just came in, Elishiba. We have people coming in. Elishiba, where are you? Please introduce yourself, tell us your names, the degree that you earned, what university, what plans you have, and anything else you want to share. It's your time. We're here to celebrate you.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My name is Erishiba Waidera. I'm a mother to 4 girls, and I started school in 2017. It was not easy because I thought, wow, with 4 girls and I was going through a lot of hardships, I thought maybe I'll not make it. So I was in the nursing program. I was in Wilson Tech, and we just finished about 2 weeks ago. I'll be taking my NCLEX in about a month. I have 3 job offers. I'm still thinking or making a decision where I want to go. But my encouragement today is when I looked at my 4 girls, it was hard. When we started the program, it was 40 of us in the class. And when we finished, we were about 18. So we lost a lot of people along the way. But what really kept me going is when I looked at my 4 girls, I told myself, yes, I can do this. So I thank God, and I'm not stopping here. The reason why I want to take my NCLEX exam in July is because I'll be joining the BSN program this fall. And this is a country where we can be wherever we want to be as long as we keep pushing and doing it. I'm not young. I'm almost hitting 4th floor, and I have done it, so I'm sure we can do it. And this is a good time because we will live to remember that we were the class of the COVID-19. Thank you very much, and thank you for organizing this, and we can all work together to make everything great. Thank you.
I think I'm muted. Thank you so much. Congratulations. We are so proud of you, Waidera.
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you so much, Ambassador. He has to go to another meeting. We really appreciate your time. We appreciate your support. He's one of those people who's always, he's a phone call away, he's a text away, and I know he has something else to go take care of. So we appreciate him. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just following what I can see. I see Dr. Baha, Janet. Yeah, do you have something to say?
Okay. Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And congratulations to all the graduates. This is a very special moment. And you'll always remember, as the previous speaker said, you have to remember that. Look for mentors and also become a mentor to somebody. So you should always pay it forward. So it doesn't matter your circumstances, your situation, your circumstances, you are in a position to mentor somebody. And it does not matter where you are in life or what you are. This is a country that offers you plenty of opportunities. And you can see from Brian, who has degrees in everything, you are able to do so much. Unlike in our country, it's just one track, you're following education and that's what you have to do. But the guys that came after us were able to juggle education and they could do some other classes outside. So you guys are very lucky. You are living in an era where you are able to do so much. And actually we are so proud because we see a great future in young people like you and anyone else that sees opportunities wherever it is. And what I can tell you today is that you'll start searching for jobs. You may be discouraged. I personally applied for more than 50 positions, 50 job opportunities. And it got to a place where when I got that chance, I just took it. And that was my stepping stone to actually staying in the USA. So you've been given so much power. You have so much power within you. You have so much qualities. You have so many experiences that you can bring to the table. And what I can tell you is that go forth and impact the world. Congratulations. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
I said thank you so much, Janet. You're one of our mentors in the forum. So if you want to reach out to her, she's right there in the forum.
I forgot to say I'm a professor of physical education. So I live in Huntsville. And anytime you're in Alabama, please remember to stop by, give me a call and welcome.
Okay, who else? I'm just going down the list. And if I miss you, then you can go. I'm going to open the event list. And if anybody else wants to speak, but I can see Dr. Ongeri. I'm just coming down the list, but if anybody wants to speak, I did not miss you on purpose.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Moige, and I'm a professor at North Carolina A&T. I'm a physiologist by training, and I also work as the Associate Dean for Research for my college. So the night belongs to the graduates and their parents and their support network. So mine is just to say congratulations. Thank God that He supported you, He enabled you to navigate through the years of your college career. And for those who are parents, I'm just very proud of you that you took the step even when you you talk about having 4 kids and still going to school, and that's very inspiring. I'm sure your daughters are watching and they're going to see the value of a good education, the value of hard work. So you inspire them and you inspire others. College has a lot of distractions. It takes a lot of discipline. So thank God you guys had the discipline to stay focused. And your degree is going to open opportunities for you. So I'm very happy for you. I thank God for you, for your parents, and for everything that worked together to bring you to this point. So face the world in faith. You are who you are because God gave you abilities. So enjoy your success, but take everything with a great sense of gratitude and humility. That's what it takes to succeed. You'll be role models for others, members of your family, and you'll be of service to communities. So congratulations and all the best in the years ahead.
Thank you so much. I don't know where I need to go and unmute. Okay, good. Thank you so much. I see Dr. Kanyibe Lewis. Kanyibe, sorry, I messed it up. Yes. Yes, Lewis.
All right. First, I want to say thank you, Madam President, for organizing the whole forum here. Congratulations to all the graduating students. And as much as all your parents are proud of you are proud of each and determination to get through. And my advice, I mean, you've heard a lot of good advice, so I'm not going to repeat any of them. So just take in everything you've heard from all these mentors and professors that I've talked to you. Mine is just to say, remain focused in what your passion is, and especially for Marcy that is making transition from Kenya as you come here. Do not lose your focus. Just know why you're coming, what you want to study, stick with it. And then, of course, for those you're making transition to job market, just like we all went through, do not be choosy where your career starts, no matter how remote it is, whether it's in El Paso or somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Just go there, build yourself, and then make a transition, and you should be all good. And of course, do not forget your friends, your mentors, and friends back at home. And yeah, so I'm also a health and physical education professor, and I'm with Cornell College in Iowa. So congratulations to all the graduating candidates, and all the best in whatever you plan to do in the future.
Thank you, Doc. Shadrach is right next to you. Dr. Nasongo.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam President. It's a great pleasure to be part of this group. I want to really congratulate the graduates. It's a huge accomplishment, especially given the extraordinary circumstances in which we find ourselves. I just want to celebrate you because you have this achievement is not to be taken for granted. Education is perhaps the best inheritance that a parent can give to a child. And I say so because of one experience I had back in 2009 when I was on a research trip in Kigali, Rwanda, where I learned in my walking around of one particular individual who was a victim of genocide. All his property was burned, all his property was taken away, everything. So he left Rwanda with the only clothes he had on. He ended up in South Africa. But because he had graduated from college, actually here in the US with a PhD in sociology, he ended up in South Africa and applied for jobs. And then he was asked, now, how do we know actually that you have a doctorate in sociology? So he simply wrote back to the college where he went to here in the United States, and they were able to send his transcripts to South Africa. And with those transcripts, he got his job in a university in South Africa and started his life afresh. Now you can imagine a situation in which everything that he had was taken away. His education could not be taken away. So that is the essence of what you have achieved for now. It is the only thing that nobody can ever take away from you. And as Dr. Mchai mentioned earlier, it is a key, or someone mentioned that it's a key that should open doors for you, and it does open doors. So I want to celebrate you. I want to encourage you. I want to, you are a source of inspiration for everyone. So go forth, utilize your degree in whatever possible way you have. There are doors, they will always open. As my previous, the person who spoke last said, wherever you begin, it does not matter. Things will always open up. So congratulations once again. I wish you well. Godspeed, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Professor Nasongo. Dr. Jeremiah Okare.
Yeah, shalom.
Shalom.
Let me say, may I begin by saying congratulations to the graduates. Good job. We are so proud of you. I also want to extend my appreciation to Professor Rotich. I think what you're doing for the community is marvelous. We appreciate you and your team. Great work. I've not been involved a lot in these functions, but in the last few days, I've been trying to do observation. I think what I'm seeing here and what I've seen in the last few days is nothing but the best of Kenya. I think we have a very bright future. Just an introduction. I'm a professor as well. I teach business for graduate schools here in Minneapolis. So I teach MBAs I teach organizational leadership, I teach strategy and business communication. And I was really glad to hear that student from Kenya at Kenyatta University, where I was many years ago. Welcome to the US. Kenyatta University is the best in Kenya. Welcome. I'll be very glad to as well join anybody in mentoring. I've also worked on my doctoral dissertation was on international graduate students. So I'll be very happy to extend my help as best as I can. Once again, congratulations to the graduates and all the educators and parents here. I'm so proud to be part of you.
Thank you so much, Doc. I'm also a graduate of KU, so we have a big alumni of KU here.
Yes.
Dr. Patrick Morse, and then I see Dr. Penina, and then I'll just open. If I don't call you, it's because I can't recognize the names, and I'll just open the floor for anybody who wants to give comments.
Hello, everyone. I don't have much to say, but because this is a day for graduates, I'll just want to say congratulations. So this is your day. I'm very proud of you. Your achievement is means a lot to us. And I wish you all the best in whatever you are doing. Just remember to put God first, and then everything will just follow you with grace. So again, congratulations. This is your day, and may you prosper in whatever you're going to do. I'm the Vice President of KESA. You're welcome again to submit a proposal next year. This year we had one, but due to COVID-19, we are not going to Dallas. So, but next year, we'll have a very good opportunity. Probably this is another plan that God has made for us in order to reorganize ourselves and come in plenty or in many in many ways from many places and have a good linkages there. So congratulations once again.
Dr. Morse, what is your field? Remember, we have students here.
Oh, yeah. I'm currently working at Ohio University. I'm an instructional designer. My field is instructional design and technology.
Thank you. Dr. Kamina?
Good evening, good people.
Good evening.
Congratulations. Let me start with that. Yeah, my name is Penina Kamina. I'm a faculty here at SUNY Oneonta, that's State University of New York. And I've been teaching here, I think for a decade now. And KU is the thing, you know, I'm a KU alumni.
I forgot to say I'm a KU alumni and Professor Kamina is also mine.
And that's my student there. And I'm an elder now. So elders, when you get past the 5th floor, you get to the 5th floor, connect with me too. I'm also part of KESA. And this is the first time in May I'm not wearing my gear, you know, the graduation harassment outfit. Because it's locked up in my office and it's a protocol to access my office. We are in New York and our pause in my county, Otsego County, has been extended until end of the month. So to get even to my office, I have to consult my supervisors and all that. So we are taking all the measures to really social distance and make sure the people cleaning our floors are safe. So I'm sorry, but I'm wearing a wonderful hat. If you can see me, it's written GAP. GAP means God answers prayers. And I think your prayers have been answered. You are graduating despite the pandemic. That's really a woohoo time for you and for your family and for us, just mentoring you, even though we've met some of you, we've not met some of you, but we know you spiritually as our students, wherever you may be. So there is hope despite the circumstances, and as many speakers have said, yes, there's a future. And one of the people who talked about being a nurse, I'm also a nurse, and you're saying you went there as a gumbaru. I think there's a word like that when you have children and you're going back to school. that is a feat, and congratulations. I give you 3 congratulations, because that's not easy. Nursing, it's really a short study, but very heavy in content, so much that you have to know, so many skills you have to know. And therefore, besides that, even that you guys are on our front lines, in New York, even students were part of being the front line because we were short-handed with the healthcare people. So we want to thank you for running ahead of this war, for all your patients, and then running back again to be with your families. But to all graduates, to all mentors, to all parents, I would just also say that we need to think about self-care. We are bombarded with a lot of news, and our brain is only one. We really want to find a way that we are mentally sane and we are taking good care of ourselves. You know, the physical too, you need to pay attention to that, you know, eating well so that whatever calamity may befall us again, your body may be able to fend off that. So watch about that. Take care of yourself. Enjoy yourself every moment. There is hope and there is also support. Reach out to all of us. Reach out to other people. As you help other people, you're also helping yourself. Keep that in mind. Again, I would say pongezi, is it ongera, and congratulations.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Kamina. She always inspired me. She finished her PhD in mathematics, then she went back to nursing school so that she can, you know, help empower the community. So you're an inspiration. I'm gonna open the floor now. I do apologize. I just called the faculty that I could see. I'm gonna open the floor if you wanna say anything, students, colleagues there, if you wanna say anything, we have 10 minutes just to share or questions before we finish with a prayer from fasting and teaching.
Yeah, now that everyone mentioned they are from KU, I forgot to mention that I actually teach comparative politics at Rhodes College in Memphis, Tennessee, but I'm currently in Madison, Wisconsin for the summer. I graduated from the University of Nairobi, my bachelor's and master's, but I taught at KU in 2009, one semester, and taught at KU for a full year, 2011, 2012. So I am also associated with KU in a very serious way. Thank you.
Hey, Egerton is represented here.
Egerton is here. Okay.
I did my bachelor's at Egerton and my master's at the University of Nairobi, Chiromo. I think we are all well represented, all Kenyan universities. So it's not just KU.
Where is Moi University? Nobody's in Moi here. Moi is not represented.
I am from Moi.
Hi.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Anybody else wants to say something, a question? Our PhD students, I know we have several who are on their dissertation. Yes, go ahead, yes.
Okay, my name is Obed Ombongi, but the date says OO.
Okay.
I'm calling from Ohio, and congratulations to the students. And thank you for Dr. Chirono. Chirono leads a very powerful clique of doctors and professors in the US. And I think I'm the first corporate person to speak. After all those doctors have been speaking. But one thing I love to participate in graduations, and I'm a friend of KESA, and I like to associate with those professors. They have a very good and powerful information and network you can share, you can gain from them. But one advice I can say, I don't want to repeat what most of people have said. I work in corporate America, and I graduated from Bowling Green State University with applied health sciences, and I had 2 majors, microbiology and medical technology. I have a master's in public health, MPH, with a concentration in epidemiology. I have a second master's in science in occupational health, and I consult in occupational health, epidemiology, and environmental health. What I can say to the students, one thing I do or as a life or part of my life here in the US. I've had all my education here in the US. I previously went to college, University of Nairobi, but I came here after 1 year. So I don't want to repeat what others have said, but the one thing I can say to the students, there's two people or two kinds of people in the US, especially in corporate America. Unfortunately, I was born in Kenya and from Kisii. I say when I came here, there is Americans, they go for a calling. If you are employed working any job you do, a professor, medical doctors, you hear about Americans say it's a calling. I'm a calling to be a nurse, a doctor. Unfortunately, when I came from Kenya, I go where the money takes me. I'm that person who goes where the money is. Because you realize you belong in a community and there is a lot of expectation from people in Kenya. So I usually go where the money takes you. Since I graduated from my undergraduate, I have mutated into different things. And sometimes what I do now, just for your information, where I'm seated, this is my office. And my home is 10 seconds from here. So the beauty about corporate America, you can be wherever you want. This country has great opportunities. I usually say, I don't pay late payment fees. You can call me and explain what that means. I've never paid any late payment fee here in the US. Do I incur them? Yes. But you find what I'm trying to say, there is always time to work around the things. Know the system. Defend yourself. Those who are colleges, you are going to graduate schools, don't get anything less than an A if you don't need it. You can always get an A. What I mean, go talk to your professors. You can get all those A's. Otherwise, education in the US actually is cheaper, 50% cheap, easy than Kenya. So get the best grades because our scheme, make sure you get those grades. Clear them from there. Don't get less than an A if you don't need it. So there is a parent who said she connected her son with the right people, and I think Kamu, and he did public health. That is one area I'm very passionate about it. If you want to call me, we can talk aside. I can tell you what is in the corporate and what you need to do. There is a lot of opportunities here. I have my own company. I work in corporate, but I have also my company I lead aside. And Dr. Mose has been very instrumental in helping to have that one set up. So congratulations, reach to the right people, connect, and do the right thing all the time. Be on the best side of the law in this country. The system does not forget. The system leaves you, that is it. You may never get back to it. You never catch up. Thank you, and be proud of yourselves. It is your day. I hear people tell you get masters and a PhD, but enjoy today before you think what you're going to get. Just be proud, enjoy. Unfortunately, you are COVID graduates, as one parent said, but that's what you are. Thank you, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Obed. Ruth Kenywa, I know you want to make a comment. Ruth? Yes, Ruth.
Yes, thank you very much. My name is Ruth Kenywa. I am not a graduate, and I want to congratulate everybody who graduated this year. I am very happy. This is my first time logging into this meeting. I happened to see it today, actually, on Facebook, and I liked it, and I purposed to be here. And I will say the reason why I even purposed to come into this meeting is because of Dr. Peter Theuri. I am an accountant by profession. I graduated at UNCG 2010, and I rose in the corporate accounting or corporate America in the accounting or financial accounting position. Then about 4 years ago, I actually went back to Kenya because I wanted to expose my children to the Kenyan culture. I wanted them to have a feel of where I come from. And in that, in Kenya, I was able to be a partaker of the new circle that got started, and I became the manager and also a co-founder for Kenya and North America Diaspora Circle. I just came back 8 months ago, and as soon as I came back, I got a job. And then 2 days ago, I lost my job. And because of COVID, because when I came back, I went to a small business and I lost my job this week on Tuesday. But the reason why I'm encouraged today is when I came back, I had the intention of getting into another area in accounting to do either forensic accounting or fraud examiner or even anti-money laundering. That has always been my passion to actually go there. But when I came and I joined a small business, I had told my boss I will only give them 2 years before I can move along. So when I lost my job on Tuesday, immediately on Wednesday, I got a call from a recruiter. But that call made me think a lot of where do I really want to go. I know there's a doctor who mentioned that you have to focus, but somehow I lost my focus in between, because on Wednesday I was wondering exactly where do I want to find myself in the next 2 to 3 years. And I wanted to compromise for the sake of my kids. I found myself, I just want to get a job for the sake of just earning some money. But dream again, wanting to go for that dream that you want, wanting to focus and refocus once again. So I'm very happy, and I would love to get in touch with Dr.